Last week, Trump took office, and as expected, he's in full chaos mode. He spent his first day in office signing a ton of executive orders. Spoiler alert, none of them are going to lower our grocery bill. But they will put Americans, that's us, in harm's way, especially immigrants, black and brown workers, the planet. Let's talk about it. Before we dive in, let's remember that the more of us that defend each other and tell the truth about what's really happening, the safer we're all going to be. And if you're looking for ways to get involved, click the link in the bio. Let's talk immigration. Trump ran his campaign on the promise of stronger border policies and mass deportations, and unfortunately, he's taking steps to deliver on these promises. One of the first executive actions he took makes all undocumented immigrants a priority for deportation. That's how he plans to deliver on his mass plans of deportations. We're already hearing reports and sightings of ICE officers in communities and individuals being detained. Families are going to be separated, and undoable harm is going to come to families and communities because of these policies. Trump also declared a national emergency, which means there's going to be more military presence and resources at the border. Whether that's deploying the National Guard or active duty troops, that remains to be seen, and which states that are willing to support him. But increased military presence is intended to intimidate and harass immigrant communities and support these mass deportation efforts. For the vulnerable fleeing persecution, Trump shut down the CBP-1 app, which allowed migrants to schedule asylum appointments at border ports of entry. I'm sure we've seen the video circling of the woman who was devastated when her appointment was canceled when the CBP-1 app went down. Let's make this very clear. This isn't law and order, and it creates panic and chaos. Meanwhile, even refugees who were already approved to travel had their flights canceled. I'm sure we also see this topic circling the media, birthright citizenship. Trump wants to end automatic citizenship for children born in the US. But right now, thanks to swift action by groups and states that already took Trump to court, this executive order is on hold, and we will keep you updated on what happens next. Let's talk healthcare. Trump undid Biden-era policies that made healthcare more affordable, as if out-of-pocket costs aren't already expensive. I literally just paid a $200 prescription bill for a medicine that my mom needs. And this is especially going to be true for Medicaid and Medicare recipients. Here's a list of the meds that are going to get more expensive. And you'll notice, unfortunately, that these meds are for high blood pressure, anxiety, depression, things that affect our daily lives. Trump is also making it easier for states to enact work requirements for people to receive Medicaid. And you're probably asking yourself, who cares? Okay, well, tying healthcare to work is extremely dangerous and excludes a lot of people. For example, some people can't work because they're sick or they have a disability. Some people take care of their family members and they can't leave them alone to go to work. Some people can't find a job no matter how hard they try. The job market kind of sucks right now. Does that mean that they don't deserve healthcare? No. Trump is also raising costs for all of us. Trump's immigration policies are going to destroy local economies, especially those that rely on immigrant workers, like agriculture, construction, hospitality, childcare. They're going to struggle to find employees, and this is going to lead to decreased productivity, fewer services, and potentially higher costs for consumers. That's us. Immigrants are more than their labor, but this is an important note to make. Many industries depend on immigrant workers to fill jobs that locals may not want or are available to do, and limiting immigration reduces the number of workers available, which makes it harder for companies to operate efficiently. Not to mention, it's also going to lower tax revenues. Contrary to popular belief, immigrants pay taxes, and they contribute to the economy by paying taxes and consuming goods and services. If immigration is restricted, fewer workers are going to be paying taxes. Trump is also appointing billionaires as deregulators-in-chief, which are going to hurt consumers and small businesses while boosting big business and their CEOs. One thing about Trump, he's going to protect his billionaire besties. Trump also attacked equal opportunity by ending diversity, equity, and inclusion programs across the federal government. Trump also instated a return-to-work office mandate, which is going to force working parents, mostly women, to leave the workforce for unpaid caregiving labor. He's also, of course, enriching himself and the billionaire class. Trump, right before his inauguration, launched a crypto scheme targeting his own supporters to profit from the presidency. The ultra-rich is clearly his priority. Trump is also killing our planet. After the hottest year on record, also hello, there's snow in Florida. Trump declared an energy emergency to give climate destroyers more power. He withdrew the U.S. from the Paris Climate Agreement, again, and he revoked Biden-era climate policies to limit greenhouse gas emissions. He also banned new wind power projects on federal lands. It's clear he doesn't care about our planet, and I'm not so sure he cares about the American people either. I know I threw a lot at you, but overall, Trump's actions are going to harm Americans, especially those who are already struggling. And I don't know about you, but I'm struggling.